further debate? Recognize the member for Guelph.
Thank you, Speaker. Rise to Speaker. Third reading on Bill 157. A bill with 19 schedules, and there's some good schedules like 18 that enhances victim rights. But I have an obligation to express some serious concerns with this bill, starting with Schedule 1, which changes the regulatory framework for architectural technologists. Since 1969, the AATO has been the statutory regulator for architectural technologists in Ontario. This was reaffirmed by the courts in 2022. Yet the government's made a change to this regulatory framework without any consultation with architectural technologists who have raised serious concerns around this particular change. Secondly, I want to raise concerns about Schedule 4, and in particular concerns raised by the Information and Privacy Commissioner of Ontario about the provisions in Schedule 4 that weaken the transparency and accountability of the public consultation process for making changes to critical regulations governing Community Safety and Policing Act. And I think it's important to put into the record a quote from the Privacy Commissioner, and I quote, "Transparency around the regulation-making process under CSPA is even more compelling given the increasing adoption and deployment of emerging information technologies in policing, such as artificial intelligence and facial recognition, that put Ontarians' access and privacy risk at heightened risk, and the heightened public interest in enhanced transparency and accountability when it comes both to the governance of police powers and the mitigation of systemic discrimination associated with policing." Nothing that was changed in this bill at committee addresses these serious concerns by the Information and Privacy Commissioner. And it'd be nice to know from government why they haven't addressed these concerns. Speaker, I want to close by saying if the government was serious about enhancing access to justice, they would start by repealing Bill 245, which politicized the political process for choosing judges, especially through Judicial Appointment Advisory Committee changes, which the Premier has now quadrupled down on, saying he wants to appoint like-minded judges. The politicalization and the Americanization of our judicial system is dangerous, it's wrong, and the government needs to backtrack on these changes now. We have heard over and over from legal experts saying that the process that was used to appoint justices were working fine until the Premier came along and brought in American-style politicalization to that process, which I believe is dangerous for people's access to justice in this province. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you.